program. And kind of cutting to the chase here, the next two slides get to what a well-managed program looks like. If you're wondering kind of how SBS and I came up with this, there's a lot of security standards out there. If you take a look at the NIST standard, the ISO standard, you take a look at COBIT, you take a look at SANS has a standard for the 20 security controls, and there's all these security standards that are out there. However, none of them work perfectly for a small and medium-sized community bank. The regulators kind of know about some of those standards, but don't really pay attention to them. They kind of create their own checklists and their own evaluation criteria for their IT exams, their officers' questionnaire and such, and they've got their own language and terminology that's different than some of those other standards. So what we try to do at SBS is to blend some of the best of some of those standards with the published regulation and the language that the regulators use, so that when they ask you, hey, do you have a business continuity plan, you say, no, we don't. And really you do, but you thought it was a disaster recovery plan. Again, that's the language that the regulators use, right, is business continuity. And pandemic preparedness, again, is under the business continuity area. So that's what this tries to do, this slide here. It identifies the kind of 9 major areas of an information security program. It starts with risk assessment, right, and then there's a bunch of stuff in between I'm going to talk about, and then it ends with a comprehensive audit. Okay, so let's kind of go through this, and I'll go through this more on the next page. But the 9 areas are, to a good security program that has